Hello from all of the team at HRS and welcome to a brief presentation of our innovative recruitment, assessment and delivery process. We call it 360 Insights. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this short video presentation in which I will share with you how we help a variety of businesses improve their recruitment process in three distinct areas. Number one, reducing wasted time on interviewing and hiring the wrong candidates. Number two, ensuring more of the candidates hired stay for the long term. Number three, providing you with a robust recruitment process that will reduce your overall cost to hire. As an experienced hiring manager, you're used to all of the platitudes rolled out by recruiters about why working with them will be faster and cheaper because they know your industry and how to supposedly access hidden talent. And whilst most say it with conviction, it rarely turns into a reality. Let's consider why this is. Well, the truth is that most recruitment processes in use today are based on a 20th century methodology, and that process is fundamentally flawed. Have you ever asked a recruitment consultant how long the candidates whom they have placed stay in situ? If not, why not? Because this is the single most important question to ask when choosing a new recruitment partner. After all, what else really matters? You see, if your process is about asking a recruiter or multiple recruiters to find candidates for you based predominantly on the candidate's skills, experience and knowledge, then that's what they will do. But will the candidates stay long term? Because let's face it, that's the true objective. Imagine a prospective recruitment partner saying this to you. My role as a recruiter is to find you the right person to fill this role. Would you agree? So if I found a person and they left after 4 months, would you be happy? No, not really. What if they stayed 6 months? You see, my role is to make sure that you hire the right person who stays with you for the medium to long term, so that you get a great employee that performs highly. Would you agree? So think about why employees have left you in the past. Was it because you hired them without the prerequisite skills and experience? Most likely not, so the recruiter did their job. But it's just not enough, is it? What we find is that employees leave businesses because they fail to perform at the expected level or because they are just not the right fit for that company. Now, ask yourself another question. What elements of my current recruitment process help me to assess potential employees on their capability to perform and fit in? Most likely, very little to nothing. You see, organisations interview and hire candidates based on their skills, background and prior experience, yet fire them for their performance and behaviour once in the job. So if you're not assessing a candidate's behaviour and organisational fit, then you're leaving a big gap in your process to hire the right person. Imagine knowing more about how they might perform and fit in with your company, your division, your team before you hire them. Finally, ask yourself, what frustrates me most about our existing recruitment process? Be really honest with yourself. Is it that recruiters don't listen and send too many CVs and resumes or not enough? Is it because the candidates who turn up are not what you expected? Is it that recruiters charge you a small fortune for simply sending a CV or resume? Or is it because recruiters don't seem to give a damn after they've been paid? In any case, I'd like to introduce you to our take on 21st century recruitment. In today's modern world, look around. See how fast-moving and progressive your business and your industry has been over recent years. Now, think about the last time you made a meaningful change to your recruitment process. Some time ago, I expect. It seems strange that your industry is moving at pace, yet recruitment still seems stuck using the same processes, as if the advantages of a changing world have passed recruitment by. It's not the case. Recruitment has had significant advancements. It's just that the recruiters you've worked with are happy to maintain the status quo. The challenges we come across most often are interviewing candidates that have great CVs or resumes yet fail to deliver an interview. Hiring candidates that perform well at an interview yet fail to deliver as an employee. We call that interviewing on emotion and not logic. long-winded recruitment processes because there is no cultural alignment between the hiring team, leading to disagreement over who is hired or going back to square one, or worse still, hiring the compromised candidate. These are just some of the challenges that most hiring teams have had some experience with. So let me show you how we address these big challenges that you may be facing. Our digitised online shortlist delivery and assessment process is accessible 24/7 from any web-enabled device. So whether you're reviewing our shortlist of suitable candidates at the office, at home, on the train or in an airport lounge, you can review them when it's most convenient for you. Both you and your colleagues will all have a unique login where you can review your shortlist and share your views on each candidate. It's incredibly straightforward and easy to use. The number one reason for failed recruitment campaigns are misunderstandings right at the beginning of the process. Typically, this is because little thought goes into looking beyond skills and experience. A small misalignment of expectations when discussing the job description can see molehills turn into mountains very quickly. So, one of the primary objectives during our initial consultation with you is aligning the hiring team so that you all have a shared expectation of what great looks like. Not just on skills and experience, but on the important softer factors like behavioural traits, temperament, attitude, maturity and judgment. Remember, people are typically hired on skills and knowledge, but fail on the job due to behaviours. So it makes no logical sense to start a recruitment campaign without considering behavioural expectations, because this is just as important as a job description. Due to advances in recruitment science and technology, what used to be a cumbersome exercise is now completed in just minutes with remarkable accuracy. Our system removes the guesswork from your current process and will create a graphical template and comprehensive bespoke report of the behavioural traits of the person that your team believes will succeed in the role. Once agreed, we use this report and graphical template to assess and measure candidate attributes to ensure that in conjunction with their CV or resume, we are assessing the shortlist to determine whether they will work in your organisation the way that you want them to, in both the short and long term. This is important to ensure that you don't hire people purely on their past history and your gut feel, but with greater insight into how they will work and behave in their role in your company. Additionally, we also support our clients with further insight to employment situations by setting key competency questions or KCQs for potential interviewees to respond to before you meet them. This speeds up the interview process as you instantly have an understanding and insight of how potential employees would handle common situations in your organisation. You don't need to hire them only to find out that they don't do things your way. Just set them a few preparatory interview questions so that you can delve into their responses during your interview process, not your induction process. How many times have you agreed to interview a candidate, yet as soon as they turn up at your offices and start talking about their experience and background, you just know that the next 30 to 45 minutes are wasted? It happens to us, so I imagine it's happened to you. So, one of the reasons why we ask candidates to pre-record a short 1 to 2 minute video is to give you that window to their personality. A bit like an elevator pitch for you to ascertain if the time you are about to set aside to meet with them is going to be time well spent. It's also a great test of their commitment to wanting to be part of your team. Our experience with candidates is they absolutely love this opportunity to promote themselves directly to you, without the recruiter hyperbole of them being the best thing since sliced bread. Deciding upon which candidates to interview is often a difficult discussion with your colleagues, as it often is just based on the candidate's prior experience and where they worked. To help this process, our platform has a candidate suitability index where you can score each candidate on predetermined attributes and then compare your view with your colleagues' views and their overall score. Upon completion of your shortlist review, you'll decide who you'd like to interview, and you can simply set your availability through our interview scheduler and let our system organise the logistics for you, with confirmation sent direct to your inbox. Recruitment and hiring processes have moved on, just as your business process has moved on. When we ask clients about their retention of new employees, the average is that 70% make their first year anniversary, which seems okay until you flip that stat on its head. That means on average 30% of new hires leave within the first year, and the impact on the organisation in terms of lost time and money is immense. If you haven't accessed our bad hire calculator, which quickly demonstrates the true cost of a bad hire in your organisation and generates a free personal report, please ask us. It's a real eye-opener. One of the reasons it's fascinating is to ask yourself this question. If you had a business process that failed 30% of the time, would you leave it running or would you fix it? We think you'd fix it. But because recruitment isn't necessarily an obvious process, it's left unattended to, and seemingly the only way to reduce your recruitment spend is to reduce the fees you pay to recruiters or build an in-house team. But you're not fixing the problem. You're potentially compounding it by not addressing the root cause, which is not identifying the behaviours of a great hire into your company and updating how you hire. Our process has a 96% one-year retention rate for new employees hired using our innovative recruitment, assessment and delivery process. We are so confident that you'll experience that level of success that we offer a risk reversal policy of up to 12 months free replacement. That's up to 12 months, no questions asked. You fire them or they leave of their own accord, we will replace them. Our intention is to become your recruitment partner, not your CV vending service. By working with us, as pledged at the start of this video, we believe we can help you in 3 distinct areas by reducing wasted time on interviewing and hiring the wrong candidates, ensuring more of the candidates hired stay for the medium to long term, providing you with a robust 21st century recruitment process that will reduce your overall cost to hire. Thank you for watching this presentation, and although there are so many more things to cover, I hope that this has given you an insight into the benefits of considering HRS as your preferred recruitment partner.